Hi guys, this is Tools from Tools Explores and welcome to another episode of a travel vlog. When growing up, we used to travel rather as a family to Zimbabwe from Pretoria via road. When the Beitbridge border post became unbearable, we started traveling in transit through Botswana. Oh, I remember those days. I was still a teenager in high school. So last year, December, I got the offer to join my family from Bulawayo to travel to Francistown, Botswana for just a bit of shopping. I was really excited because that was actually my first land border crossing in approximately 10 to 11 years if I'm not mistaken. Also, it was such a privilege to go back to a country that we used to travel through, but this time experiencing it from a different perspective. Back in the days, we would constantly be chasing after the closing borders. So if you did not know, the border posts between Botswana and South Africa and Botswana and Zimbabwe closed. So we didn't have much time to do a little bit of touring. And if my memory serves me well, which it does, we did once spend some time in, I don't remember if it was Mahalapye or Palapye. Please correct my pronunciation, because we had arrived too late to cross over into South Africa and the borders had closed. So this was a new experience as a whole. Yes, we did have to go through some border struggles, but the plan was to shop. It was such a beautiful experience seeing the city of Francistown, small and different, buzzing and full of life. It has developed, but not as much as I had expected. We spent a night at Cresta Tapama, and then we did a bit of shopping and rushed to the border to cross before the border was congested with those traveling from South Africa to Zimbabwe through Botswana. Just being at that border was a whole nostalgic moment, but also driving through the roads of Botswana 10 years later, or if I'm correct, 12 years later. It was just a crazy experience blended with a new experience altogether. So we drove back to here. We're driving back to the Plumtree border post. The Plumtree border post is the Zimbabwean side. I forgot the pronunciation of the Botswanan side. And yeah, we got to the border. We spent approximately 4 hours there. And we spent another hour or so back on the road in Bulawayo. It was such a beautiful experience. I live to tell the tales of the border struggles. Catch you next time, guys.